Okay, so just opening up for this message, I was hearing you're on the move, okay? And then I was seeing a motorboat. So a motorboat represents your spiritual journey, and the water specifically. Okay, this is interesting. I'm seeing is, okay, things that are being moved out of the way. How can I explain this? Things that are being moved out of the way. It's almost like I don't know why I'm hearing a tesseract. It's like a very intricate design. Okay, very intricate design. And I'm seeing almost like an oversoul where you can see the full landscape of time and space. And there's certain things that you're going to come into alignment with further down your space-time continuum travels. But there are alignments that are happening ahead of time. Okay, there's something. But there's also another energy in regards to some things are happening ahead of time, and it feels like this is like a process that's being accelerated somehow behind the scenes because you're ahead of your time. Something that you're doing is ahead of its time. Yeah. Something that you're doing is ahead of its time. So let's see. You're on the move. It feels like third dimensional reality is having to not just catch up with you, but keep up with you, okay? Okay. You have anomaly. Oh my gosh. Something that you're doing is an anomaly. And that's what I was seeing. It's almost like, this isn't usually what this person does, right? That's what I'm seeing. It's almost like it's having to keep up with you because you're doing something that's basically unexpected, okay? And I'm seeing reality having to literally continue to reconfigure itself, right? I'm hearing like render. It's like rendering. Maybe it's like processing something. It's like processing the changes that have happened, new things that you're uploading into the system, like action that you're taking. Let's go and read Anomaly. It's a super, and then you have quantum entanglement. So you're being guided by something further down the timeline right now. You're being guided, but an action that you're taking is altering what it is you're going to experience further down the timeline because it's altering the future timelines that you align with. Where is it? Here, Anomaly. So you're doing the unexpected right now. Feels like the universe is like, what is she gonna do next? Or what is he gonna do next? The originality that defines you. So you're doing something that deviates like from the normal things that you do. It's almost like you're doing something that is completely different. So difference brings forth new things, the unseen, and makes the seemingly impossible possible. Understand the difference as a gift and not something which marginalizes you. Difference brings forth new things, the unseen, and makes the seemingly impossible possible. An anomaly is a deviation from what is considered normal, natural, or foreseeable. An anomaly is a change or deviation from what is generally perceived normal, natural, or predictable. This is so interesting as well because even the sentences are like the same, but they're slight alterations. So I feel like there's slight alterations that you've been making. An anomaly is a change or deviation from what is generally perceived as predictable. This absolute strength is sometimes forgotten in the copy and paste in the tri-dimensional plane. And what was I talking about? Like a tesseract. So it's almost like you're anchoring in, basically information that transcends the third dimensional experience that you're having, and you're applying higher levels of awareness into this gameplay experience. And because of that, it feels like you have a cheat code in some way. Like this is like quantum hacks, right? This is like a quantum leap that's happening. No one is superior or inferior to another, but we are all unique and incomparable at the same time. A word, verb, and sound coexist in a single space. Celebrate and honor your originality. This is so interesting because the energy that's coming through is like verse jumping in Everything Everywhere All at Once. If you haven't watched it, verse jumping, basically what these humans do in order to basically quantum leap and shift into an alternate timeline that's very different from the current version of reality that they were experiencing. They do something that is an anomaly. They do something that they wouldn't typically do, and because of that, they're embodying a parallel version of self that would do that thing, and that reality has no other option but to collapse all around them because they are in resonance with that very specific, let's just say, coordinate within the universe. They're in resonance, right, with something. It's almost like their vibration begins to, I'm hearing, emulate or mimic, okay, and not even mimic, but it begins to completely, with quantum entanglement, become entangled with other quantum non-local connections, and that reality begins to seek you out. So something that you're tuning your frequency into, right, or tuning your action towards, is leading to realities attuned to you, right? That's like the energy that's coming through, literally, because it's like, well, you know, I'm seeing like you do something where you're seen as a foreign entity now from that old reality, and it's like something that belongs from the tesseract plane, right? Something that belongs from a higher dimensional plane. And there's just something that you're doing that, I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something that, again, is a deviation from what is seemingly normal. So what was the other energy? Yeah. Anyway, they do something. So if you brush your teeth with like your right hand, they did it with their left. They would do something they wouldn't typically do. So they would create like paper cuts, right, in themselves, which is something that they, again, usually wouldn't. They would do a bunch of different things, right? They would crack eggs in their shoes. They would just do something that's completely outlandish or out there, but a parallel version of themselves would do, right? So it just led to different things occurring in their experience, right? It's almost like that reality finds you, because it's like, well, you belong here because this version of yourself does that, and that version of yourself doesn't do that there. And because you're doing that here, well, you belong over there. There's just something around that with quantum entanglement. I don't know what this is, but where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? I don't know, but I think I was talking about, yeah, you're on the move, right? So you're on the move. I feel like you're moving so rapidly right now. You're moving so rapidly, energetically and vibrationally, where reality is trying to align and figure you out. Like it's that kind of energy. I feel like you're unpredictable even to yourself. It's like, what am I gonna do today? You know, it's like I'm seeing, like, you know, when you go, I'm seeing it as your guides as well, like kind of being kept on their toes. You know, it's like you're keeping everyone on their toes. It's like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do next, you know? There's that type of energy with you. Let me go and see you. Who are you? Who are you? Because I need to see. I need to see who you are, like, with this energy. This is crazy. Your four swords reversed. So whatever this is, again, this is the red threads of fate with the Ace of Wands. There's something that's driving you. Okay, and this is about fated decisions that you're making that are driving you during this time. But this is after coming from like hermit mode. So you could have been going internally, doing some kind of introspection, and it's leading you to take action or show up in the world a complete different way. Okay, so I feel like there's a period of isolation where you're kind of disappearing and then reappearing. Or you've disappeared and you're now reappearing unrecognizable because you're doing things that you haven't done before. You know, you're doing something that is completely different. You know, that's literally what I'm seeing. It's like you disappear and you reappear, but there's a whole new act. It's something completely different. Is that, where was that? Okay. What are you doing? The Two of Pentacles reverse. Again, this is, it's fickle. It's fickle energy. You know, it's something that is kind of maybe attached to this thing one day and detached the next. You know, it's someone that kind of moves through this existence in a way where there is balance that they find in, not necessarily imbalance, but they find balance in shifting between timelines, right? Two of Coins energy is like, what do I hold on to? What do I release? It is an energy of this balancing act that's going on. But for you, it's like shifting timelines. I feel like specifically today, something that you're doing is shifting a timeline. And it's because you're aligning with a version of yourself that exists within another coordinate within space and time with quantum entanglement. You know, these are quantum non-local connections of yourself. And you have the Page of Swords. So there's a level of like curiosity. People could be studying you as well. It's like, I do feel like you're being studied in some way. Like, this is funny. I don't know what sentence to kind of say it in, but it does feel like you're kind of being, something that you're doing needs to be studied, because anomalies are points in history that we kind of refer back to, and it completely shifts the point of reference. So something that you're doing is completely shifting the point of reference that others have of you. And that's why I'm seeing it's like you're on the move, right? Something unpredictable. Like, I feel like you're just a force to be reckoned with right now. I don't know. What is this? Page of Cups, when pigs fly. I don't know, this is a vision that's coming to life in some way, right? When pigs fly is, the Page of Cups is the only one that sees the infinite sea of possibilities, and he knows that there's infinite fish. And so he goes in with a cup and he dips his cup in and he retrieves a fish from the ocean. And there's something about you going fishing in the quantum field right now, and it's like you're catching something, like you've caught something. And it's so beautiful, and it's something that everyone would like want, but then you're just letting it go. I don't know, it's like you're doing something that, or you catch something and you catch something that's just unexpected. Like you catch a mermaid, you catch a pig that flies, something that feels like it doesn't even belong in the ocean. It's like you catch something. What is this? What's this Page of Cards? Ace of Pentacles and the Star card. You catch a star, okay? In the ocean, you catch a star. It's just funny because there's like star bases, right? There's like stargates in the ocean. But yeah, but the Ace of Coins, this is like a wish that comes true. I don't know what this is, but it's like you're reaching for the stars and you bring a pentacle back down to earth. It's like you're able to plant a star. That's what I'm seeing it as. You're planting a star. Have you guys ever played like Mushy Monsters? I don't know why I'm seeing that as a child. And you had these different kind of seeds. And I remember there being like a star seed of some kind. You're the star seed. This is star seed energy. This is like a seed, right? Something that you're planting, but it's a star. So there's something that you're doing that's otherworldly, right? There's some it's like you are the one that's seeded onto this planet. And suddenly there's like an essence that you're releasing into the world or towards something, where it's like very evident that there's like an otherworldly thing that's transpiring in your life. I don't know what this is. This even could be like quantum local connections in other universes, right? Like other fractals of yourself, other entities that are now like moving through you, that you're integrating and moving as one. This is a wish come true though. It's like a new beginning that you've wished for. But it happens through you listening to like the synchronicities. It's like you're being guided by something that's like an anomaly. It's like one day it's someone that's overly logical, and then the next they're like, do you ever feel like the wind's trying to tell us something we don't know how to hear anymore? It's like that kind of energy. It's like that kind of energy. It's like, I don't know, but it just feels like you're in a place where it kind of feels like, to the outside perspective, you're being swept up and away with the fairies. But to you, it's like you've never seen things so clearly, you know? I don't know what this is, and it's so cryptic, and I don't even want to like try to decode it because it's just so beautiful, like as is, and I feel like it's a mystery. You know what it is? The energy I'm reading is unpredictable, and that's what you are. Like, this is an energy of, I don't even know how you got here. This is what it feels like just reading this. Like, from here, I don't know how you got here. Like, I'm seeing the start of something, and then I'm seeing the end result, but the in-between of that is like, how? Like, how are you doing this? How have you done this? What have you done? Like, who are you to do this? That's literally it. Like, I don't even know how you did this, but this is unpredictable. So just expect the unexpected. I feel like you are unexpected in general, so it just makes sense of that being mirrored in your life. But I'm just going to leave this here because I don't feel like there's anything more to touch on. Like, this is just something where you don't know what you're going to get. Like, you really don't. Like, this is from an outside perspective viewing you. But anyway, I'm going to love any of you right there. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, do consider subscribing. I'd love to have you around. Pass the reading details also down below. Also check out Otter Spirit if you guys are looking for some high quality AA grade jewelry. $1 of the proceeds are donated towards Otter Sanctuaries. You have a code for that down below. And until next time, what are you doing? Okay, I don't know. Bye.